Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. We're gonna get things kicked off here. And like every Wednesday, we come here, we want to share tips and everything that can help you grow your business, teach you how you can become disruptive in your business, just like we're doing every single week, so we can also be disruptive in our business as well. So today we have a very unique topic. Me and Michelle were talking, and we again on common grounds. It's always amazing how we figure out something the day of or the night before, and we're on the same page. It's always so amazing what's on our hearts to share. So, Michelle, did you want to kick it off, or you want me to kick it off, or how you want to do it this week?
I I will go ahead and kick it off.
Okay.
So after we chatted this morning, I got to thinking about our topic, and it has a lot to do with mindset and attitude, and not just necessarily, oh, how do I view my business? How do I view myself? How do I view what's going on in my world today? But how does that mindset and that attitude play out? And so I want to tell you a little story. This summer, I did a little lemonade stand with my kids. And, in a lot of ways, you think, oh, it's just a lemonade stand. You're just kind of making some lemonade and getting some cups and setting up your little table on the corner with your sign. And we could regard it as that, it's just a little thing that kids do. But it turned into this amazing lesson for my kids about business, about how to earn someone's trust, how to earn someone's business, how to attract people to you. And so as we're sitting out there on the corner, we've got all the things set out. We've got their cups and the ice and the lemonade, and we got their sign, and all of the tools are in place, right? For them to have a hoppin' lemonade stand. We're on the corner of a very busy area. There's a lot of traffic coming and going, and they're just sitting there. They're expecting the business to just come to them. And as the cars pass by, nobody stops. And you can see my daughter in particular, my son, he's just kind of, he's little still. So he's just sort of along for the ride. He's like, yeah, we're doing a lemonade stand. But my daughter, you see her just kind of start to slump, and she gets discouraged and her head starts to drop and she starts to slide down in her chair. And I had to stop her, because she's saying, this is dumb. This isn't working. We should just go home. And I said, baby, your energy has a lot to do with how your lemonade stand is going to go. It has a lot to do with how people perceive you. And so I told her, get up out of your chair, like physically stand up, change your energy. And she looks at me like, Mom, you're a weirdo. I said, I don't care if you think I'm a weirdo, get up out of your chair and start waving at people. And at first she does this little like, hi, like this really sheepish little wave. And she's like, that didn't work. And I said, are you putting yourself out there? Are you getting excited? Because people are going to see your excitement, and they're not going to care what's on your table. They're not going to care what you're selling. They're going to see you getting excited about waving, like, and I'm showing them like, wave, get excited, jump up and down, dance. So I actually turned some music on, and I'm standing there on the street corner, waving at people, and we're dancing, and then people start to stop. And you see people start going by, and people will sort of pull up, and they have a grouchy look on their face. And then, as they see the enthusiasm and the excitement, and we're just kind of standing on the street corner dancing, and we've got this good energy, and we're waving, and you see people start to light up. And you start to realize, the energy that you put out there has a big impact on how you influence other people and the success of whatever venture it is that you're doing. So as I'm talking her through it, I said, baby, you have the opportunity every time a car passes to draw that person's attention and to earn their business, to become a customer. I said, not every person is going to be your customer. Not every person needs a glass of lemonade. Maybe they just stopped up the street and got an iced tea at the corner store, so they don't need a drink. But you can light up their day with your smile and your wave. And every single time somebody passes by, that's a chance for you to show your excitement about what you're doing, and for you to have a great energy that says, this is cool, you should stop and check it out. And, you know, she's 7, and I don't know how much of that got through to her, but as she shifted her energy and as we started to dance and have fun, we started to get more business. And pretty soon we sold out their lemonade stand. And I said, do you see what a difference that made for you to just get super excited, like put all your energy into it? You know, the amount of time that we were making sales, you know, from the energy shift until we were sold out was a very short amount of time, 10, maybe 15 minutes. And we spent probably an hour total out there. So she spent 45, 50 minutes in the doldrums with a low energy saying, this isn't working. This sucks. We should just go home, Mom. And then as soon as the energy shifted, then things started to pick up. And then she started to see success. And then she had somebody give her a big tip. And she's like, Mom, we should do this every day. And it was just amazing to see, you know, how just the lemonade stand could have such a powerful lesson in it for the kids to learn about the opportunity to sell what they had, to draw people's attention, to attract people to them and get people excited, to influence people's day. We had an event over the weekend, myself and one of my reps, and it was a community event where we had the opportunity to just go and have a booth, a vendor booth. And it's one of those things that you never know. With a booth like that, is it going to be great? Is it going to be a flop? You have no way to know. But the one thing you can control is your attitude about how you interact with people. And so we had our booth set up over the weekend, and there were a lot of people. It was a really great little event, especially for being a small community thing. And so, you know, we've got all of this stuff. We've got the banner stands. We've got all the products set out. It's a beautiful display. And I would notice that if I didn't verbally engage somebody, how are you today? It's great to see you. I'm glad you came out. People would just walk right by the tent. But when you do that, when you engage them, they suddenly are compelled to poke their head in. What do you got? What's going on in here? Oh, you've got some samples? Oh, tell me about that. Oh, that's really good. I like that. And it comes from the attitude of being welcoming, of how are you? It's good to see you. And putting a smile out there, putting that contagious energy out there. And I think that's what you wanted to talk about, was the contagious energy. And, you know, you are someone who has a contagious smile. Tell me about that, about the difference that it makes when people see that smile and how it affects the atmosphere around you.
People are attracted to people that are happy. We as people don't want to be around. Put it like this: we all have friends that it seems like every time we talk to them, or family members, it seems like every time we talk to them, they just drag you down. Like it's always something negative. Do you like calling that person? I could probably ask everybody on here and everybody watching the recording. The answer is going to be no. Nobody wants to talk to somebody that life just always seemed so bad. Like this happened. Nobody wants to talk about that, but people want to be around people that's happy. Even when you're not feeling all the way up to par, it's important for you to still have that energy, because you never know what day God is going to bless you with people that are ready to talk to you about your business. So if your energy level is down and when they call, you're just, oh yeah. Do you think they want to join you then? No. So you need to figure something out. You know, attitude and energy flow right on in together, you guys. And that's why I always wake up with a smile on my face, regardless of what regardless if I got 3 hours of sleep, when I wake up, I am going to say, hey, this is going to be a great day. On Sunday, I say, hey, this is going to be a great week for my business, for my friendships, for my relationship, whatever. You need to speak life. The power of the tongue is very, very
Yes,
important, you
yes.
guys. And
Do you
so
want?
what I can tell you is this: if you don't speak life into your situation, into your business, into your life, into your family, then you're the if it's just like the saying, hey, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say it at all. That's what I'm telling you to do. Don't say nothing at all. Don't speak. Oh, this is gonna be a horrible day. I don't care if you get up and hit your toe on. Oh, this day is about to be horrible. And then guess what? It's gonna be horrible. You're gonna probably get all the red lights headed to work. You're probably gonna be late taking your kids to school. Your food that you're about to order is about to be cold. You did that to yourself because your attitude is so important. It's kind of like when I used to run track. When I got in the blocks, I didn't in my mind, I didn't say, hey, I'm finna lose this race. I didn't care if I was running against Jeremy Warner. I didn't care. In my mind, I was going to win. And that's the attitude you got to have in your life, in your business. And it all ties back down to your business because energy is so very important for your business. If you want people attracted to you, you got I don't care if you got to turn on your favorite song every morning. That's why I always tell people to listen to something positive in the morning. And that's why I'm always trying to send things out because you got to feed your brain. We all go through life. A lot of y'all have kids, so things are going to happen, whether they're young, older, or even grown. It doesn't matter. Things are still going to come up. Life is going to happen to everybody, but you got to be mentally prepared for it. And so your attitude will always determine your altitude. So wherever your attitude is, that's where your business is. And see, the question I want to ask you, and I want you to think about this for a couple of minutes, and then I'll go on to the next point, is how do you feel about yourself? Ask yourself that. I want you to just think about it. How do you feel about yourself? Do you feel that you should, if it's a weight loss goal, do you feel you should be in that shape? Do you feel you should be having the 6-pack abs and having this and being able to wear that? Do you feel that? Do you feel you deserve that? Do you feel you deserve to be on stage? Do you feel you deserve to be a chairperson two in your business? How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about your business? How do you feel? See, because what I learned is a lot of us let things in the past or the present stop us from feeling the way we supposed to feel. Either you didn't have success in the past, either you got talked about, which I don't believe in bullying at all, but a lot of us still hold on to things that happened when we were kids. We didn't make the relay. We didn't make the A team. We didn't make the cheerleading squad. We didn't make all of these things, so we don't feel we're good enough. And see, the thing is, you are good enough. That it just wasn't your time to be great, but you still got greatness within inside of you. You still got lives to impact. That little cheerleading, that was only for 4 years. Guess what? You got 40 more years to impact people's lives. You can cheer on a lot more people. You didn't become the starting quarterback or whatever. It doesn't matter what it was back then. Guess what? You still got a life to live. You still got to have the attitude. So again, how do you feel about yourself? What is your attitude? What is your attitude? Do you think you deserve it? And I believe you do, but the thing is, I can believe you do all the time. But my expectations for you may be higher than what you believe. And see, my expectations for everybody is I believe everybody can be great. But the thing is, what I had to learn is I can only guide a person as far as they want to go. And that dates back all the way back to the greatest book ever wrote. The Bible talks about that all the time. Jesus could only make a person believe what they wanted to believe. And so my thing is, and also with your attitude, see, I believe a lot of us allow that attitude to, you got to have, everything got to be perfect for me to make this work. Well, we all know there's no sugarcoating it. The website isn't working properly. It's not. But is that stopping you from building your business? So my question is, a lot of us have been in before all of this, or we done business of some kind before the internet was even booming. So my question is, what did you do then when the internet wasn't working? What did you do then when you didn't have a website? You still got it done, right? Michelle still took orders on photography. It didn't matter what you were doing, you still got the job done. So your attitude towards it, see, my attitude towards the website is it's going to be great. Even though it doesn't work properly, my attitude is still like, you know what, it's going to get done. I believe what I believe and it's going to get done. I'm going to suck it up. Is it frustrating? Absolutely. Is it perfect? No. But I'm going to do whatever I can. I can control the controllable. I can't control when the website is going to be absolutely working all the way, but I can control this. I can control how many people I call. I can control how many people I put on paper. I can control how many times I got to call customer service, regardless if they know what they're talking about or not. I can control what I can control. And that's me. That's my attitude. You know what? You don't have the right answer. So let me find somebody else that does have the right answer, because I know one thing. I'm not going to stop. See, a lot of y'all have the attitude where it's not working and I'll just wait. And I'm going to tell you this, neglecting your business for a week can set you back 6 years. It can set you back for up to 6 years. You know why? Because somebody you were supposed to pick up the phone and call today or this week, you didn't. And guess what? They found something else they tried. And guess what? They didn't like it. It didn't work out. So now they stuck in that little business for 3 years. And then they don't want nothing to do with network marketing for 2 more years. And then they finally reach out to you. So you had 6 years neglecting in your business. You could have had somebody join. But because you said, I got to wait till everything gets perfect, I'm not going to do anything. See, don't neglect now because everything's not perfect. Do what you can do. Control what you can control. Everybody can still pick up the phone. Everybody can still send out a text, any of that type of thing. But remember your energy. Your energy and your attitude need to be hand in hand. If you got to listen to your favorite song before you make a call, then do it. There's a reason why you see athletes listen to music before they play a game, before they run a track meet, before they do this. Why? Because their energy, they don't go in there and listening to the news. They don't. They get something that's going to get them up going, something that gets their blood flowing. And that's what you got to do for your business. You got to take ownership of it. Go take a walk. If you got a lot on your mind, go take a walk. I always tell people all the time, you stressed out, go walk. Because I promise you, at the end of your walk, a lot of that stuff you didn't released. And a lot of us going through the level up understand that, because they're like, oh, wow, that feels so good. Like, you feel so good. But not only that, just get it off of your chest and then put your favorite song on. You know what? I'm about to make this call. I'm calling Michelle today. Hey, Michelle, how are you doing? Girl, I've been thinking about you. And boo, have the conversation. Have that energy, because it's going to flow. Trust me, when I talk to people, I can feel the bad energy. I can feel the sad energy through the phone. I can feel the excitement. I can feel all the energy. And guess what? If I can feel it, everybody else can. Because we all equal. Nobody's exempt from nobody else. So we all feel the energy. So understand, like, that is just what you got to do. It's kind of like, you know, when all these spam calls be calling and the debt collectors be calling, like when I see it, I'll be like, oh, it makes me mad. So I know they can feel my energy on the other end of the line. But guess what? When somebody calls me about this business, my energy is always excited. When I'm about to jump on these calls, my energy is always excited. And I hope it flows well, that like he's excited about this. And because that's how I am. But I believe what I believe. I know it ain't perfect, but I know what we got our hands on is going to be the best. When they told me that they had a mindset of becoming the Amazon of network marketing, I said, well, I missed out on Amazon. I missed out on Apple. I missed out on Netflix. I missed out on Airbnbs. I missed out on a lot of these things I missed out on, but I won't miss this boat. And my question to you is, are you going to miss the boat? Because not having the right attitude can make you miss the boat. Another example, real quick, and it'd be just this. Most of us have an attitude of, man, this vacation is about to change my life. I needed this vacation. And nobody ever says, hey, I'm about to go on vacation. This is going to suck. But my question is, why you don't have that same attitude towards your business? You'll have a perfect attitude for vacation, but won't have the perfect attitude for your business. You know what? This is going to be a great week in my business. I don't care if one person joins my business or 50 people join my business. You know what? It's going to be a great week. I'm going to make sure this is a great week in my business. Something's going to get done. That's the type of attitude you need to have. That's what you gotta start believing. You gotta start speaking and having that attitude. And I'll end off with this and I'll pass it back to Michelle. Your attitude determines your altitude. Point blank, period. So wherever your attitude is, that is where your business is gonna be. And Michelle, I'll pass it back to you.
You know, it's interesting how you talk about speaking life and choosing the attitude. And so if you've ever talked to those people, like Aunt was saying, who they're always a little negative, they always have kind of a downer attitude, I would encourage each of us this week to check our response when somebody asks us, how are you today? Guess what? You get to choose how you respond. And it's something that I'm aware of, and I work hard to try to shift my response to it. Sometimes I'm better at it than others. You know, if I'm really not feeling well or I'm having a really off day, it can be easy to be like, I don't feel good. I'm tired. I didn't get enough sleep. The baby kept me up all night. The dog was barking, the this, the that, whatever. And are those things real? Yeah, they are real. Do they happen and do they affect us? They do. But I would challenge you this week, as people ask you, how are you doing today? How's it going? To catch yourself before you answer and choose a positive mindset. You know, are you tired? Yeah, you might be. But did you wake up today? You sure did. So you have an opportunity, because you're on this side of the ground. You have a purpose and an opportunity still. And so we get to choose. And, you know, maybe you could say, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but I still woke up this morning and I'm going to make it a great day. You know, you could have had a hard night with the baby that was keeping you up all night. You'd be like, you know what? It was a tough night, but I am so grateful for that little one that I get to take care of, that I have been blessed with. And so choosing that mindset, even in the midst of challenges. And I can almost guarantee that if you catch yourself before you respond, if you're in a funk or an off place and you catch yourself and you choose a more positive response, you will begin to feel that positive energy. It will begin to shift how you actually feel. There is power in the spoken word. And when we choose to speak life, when we choose a great attitude, when we choose to not focus on the bad and instead shift our mindset to what is good, that's going to change the energy for your day, for your mindset, and people will feel that. And one last thing is, when you're talking to people, you know, we have the beautiful aspect of this business that yes, we can do it from anywhere. That also gives us a little bit of a challenge sometimes, because like this morning, Aunt said, hey, are you free to call? I was out running an errand and I was looking for a few things. So I was a little bit distracted. And he said, I can tell that Michelle's not herself. And that kind of stuck in my heart a little bit. And I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm just doing something else. I'm distracted. So when you're talking to people, when it's an important phone call, sit down in a quiet space or make time to give them your undivided attention, because that distraction will also carry over. Aunt felt that from me this morning. It's not that I was in a bad mood or not doing okay. I would just doing something else at the same time. So trying to multitask is not always your best friend. And it can communicate to that person maybe something that, what they perceive and feel is not your intention at all, but it can be the perception of, I'm not important enough to this person. They're not interested, or I'm showing them I'm not interested. So they're thinking that, well, she's not real interested in what I have to say. So why am I wasting my breath? And so, and I apologize that I was distracted this morning.
All right. All right. Hey, you just can know the feeling. You know when something isn't right. You know when somebody doesn't have that, if they're normally smiling all the time, you know it. Mr. Runny if Mr. Runny calls me and he doesn't have a joke, then something's going on. But see, that's just me knowing the person, just you just know those type of things. And so it's just when you know somebody, you understand, you kind of feel that energy. But Michelle made a great point there. That's why I told you, if you got to listen to your favorite Michael Jackson song or whatever your favorite song is before you call your prospect, then do that. Get up out your feet, walk around, get the energy, get the blood flowing, because they will understand. Trust me, I got so many people, they be like, "Ed, how are you always so happy?" I'm not always happy. It just, I'm going to think of the happy thoughts even when my day is going bad. Even when it's time for a friend or family member to go home to the good Lord. Even when the flat tires happen. Even when the website isn't working. Even when customer service doesn't know what they're talking about. Even when all these things that I can complain about, I could always think about that. But I can also switch that same thought of thinking, hey, we're going to be a $2.5 billion company in a few years. What piece of the pie do I want? How many people am I going to reach out to? You know what? Somebody's on their hands and knees praying, looking for the products we have. Who am I going to reach out to today? God, can you send me the right person to call today? I could change all of that, and you can too. So we can always find a negative, but do the pop. And this is crazy. I forgot which somebody I was listening to a long time ago. They used to always, I think it was Danny Johnson, but she was talking about married people, but she was talking about people that was in relationships too. And she always, anytime they kind of were like about to go through something, she was always have them grab two pieces of paper. On one side, write all the bad things you don't like. And then on the other paper, write all the things you do like. And if the bad outweighs the good, maybe it is time for you to possibly move on. But if it doesn't, then what are you going to do to go over? Because most of the time we think about all the bad things that's going on right now with our company, which isn't much. The good will always outweigh the bad. Because pretty much every product we have something good we can write about it. So that's already a lot of products we're going to write something good about them. The ownership, we can write good things about them. The leadership, we can write great things about them. We can write a lot of good stuff, but we only focus on the bad that's just happening right now. Like, we know it's there. It's obvious. I mean, but we can't change it.
And I would throw in there, Ann's talking about writing down the good and the bad. And if you find that you're in a funk, having the negative attitude or dwelling on the negative things, write those things down on a piece of paper. And however you want to do this, whatever feels most gratifying to you to do this, if you need to take that piece of paper and burn it, you want to take that piece of paper and pin it to the cross. You want to take that piece of paper and tear it up into little pieces, or you want to wad it up and throw it in the trash can. The act of physically writing it down, writing down the challenge, the struggle, the negative mindset, whatever that looks like, the physical act of taking it from here, putting it down on paper and physically discarding it will change things for you. It will change it because you are physically taking it from here and removing it from your person. You're throwing it out, you're burning it, you're getting rid of it, you're surrendering it, and then let it go. Once it's gone, then you choose the positive. You just get rid of it and move on with a positive attitude. So, Ant, I think that's about time for us today, but it's a good one.
That's it. We love you guys. We hope you got some value from it because it was on my heart. And, and I just wanted to share that. And I hope that can help you out and help you grow your business as well. I am going to unmute the line so everybody can tell Michelle she's awesome.
And you're awesome.